when a Muslim, he give us a speech, and like he, like, you know, they are emotional people supposedly. Like, don't you want to know where you're going? Imagine you are in a boat. Don't you want to know who? Look who is talking about who is going where. We have your prophet is telling us how it work. So you as a Muhammad, and you are the last one to tell anyone where you're going. Read carefully what your prophet said. They decide to be deaf. You see, Muhammadan, they are people who they block their ears and they don't want even to hear their prophet. Not me. Don't listen to me. So when you post an article in the length of a journal, I mean, the guy he posted, I think he posted the whole website. It's not a comment. Imagine yourself in a boat. Don't you want to know where you're going? Okay, and Islam will tell you where you're going. Let us read what Muhammad's saying. So all your article, which is like, I don't know how many 100 line or 50 line or 60 line, and I was like scrolling down. I mean, when this post will end, it's a comment, supposedly. Copy paste nation. Read carefully with me. How many times we need to repeat this to you every day? How long you will stay ignorant? You do not know where you're going as a Muslim. According to your religion, your prophet explained where you're going. He is saying to you clearly and loudly, we don't know. Because it's based in your luck. If Allah decides to send you to hell, you are going to go to hell. It's not what you do. Muhammad is swearing by Allah, not Christian Prince. Look like even Muhammad don't count for them. I think Muslims don't believe in Muhammad no more. Muhammad is a stupid idiot and we will not listen to him. Muhammad taken an oath by Allah, the fabricated God. By Allah, a person among you or a man may do the deeds of people of fire till there is one only a cubit, an arm breadth distance. Almost you are there, 90 and less than a meter distance between you and the gate of heaven. Or the gate of hell. And then that is written, which Allah has ordered the angels to write, proceed, and he does the deeds of people of paradise, and he enter it. So let us say, assume that Muslims they speak that you have to have a good deed, you have to be a good person, which is false, and we can prove that all of this is a false good person. In Islam, there's no teaching of a good person. They say to you, don't drink, that will make you good, but beat your wife. Well, as I know, a person who is drunk, he might beat his wife, true, but a person who is not a drunk, how is God say to him, beat your wife? Obviously, the God himself is a drunk. What kind of a person? He claimed to be God, teaching me how to fix my family, and I fix my family by beating my wife. Or what kind of God he says, a man is lawful for him to lie in 3 cases, starting from his family. I mean, what lying, a wife lying to her husband and a husband lying to his wife. What kind of a family we have? So when they speak about Islam, teach us how to have a good manner. Where is the manner if you don't even cannot be honest with your wife, the one you kiss her, the one she have babies from you, the mother of your children, the one you should trust for all your secrets, the one who she can count how many breath you have when you are sleeping. Even this woman, you lie to her. And this is the rules of Islam. And then we find that if you are a person who go, let us say, you know, you are not following Muhammad, you don't pray, you don't go to Hajj, you don't do jihad, you don't hate Christian Prince, you don't want to kill him, and then there is a 1 meter distance between you and hellfire, and then, brother and sisters, then brother, but then, which was written by Allah, will take over. Proceed. Action. And he does the deeds of the people of paradise, and he entered it. I feel like I'm crying. So the idiot who was praying all his life, he might go to hell, and the idiot who was not praying his life, he might go to heaven. I mean, look at this drama. And then Muhammad, he continue, and a man may do the deeds of people of paradise till there's only a cubit or 2 between him and paradise. And then the writing proceed, and he does the deeds of people of hellfire, of fire, and he enter it. Here we have a guy who joined ISIS, Al-Qaeda. He go to Hajj. He threat to kill Christian prince. Blah blah blah. I mean, he do whatever he can do to protect Allah, because Allah is a pagan God, need protection. The true God do not need protection. So this person doing jihad, praying to Allah, shaving his pubic area, and drinking camel urine. Perfect Muslim. And when he died, they put a piece of cotton in his anus. Why? Because there's 99 dragons will go inside his anus. True story. I mean, obviously, the Prophet is right. If you put a piece of cotton in your anus, the dragon cannot get in. Look like the dragon, he have a weakness spot. Cotton. You put a cotton there, you are safe. And actually, Muhammad, he gave them more security too. He says, if you are a person who read this Quran, your button is protected. I mean, have you ever heard of a stupid, silly religion like this? If you read their scriptures, as they call it scriptures, then your anus is protected. I mean, how stupid you are, even to insult your book, to say reading Quran, protect your anus. Obviously, my anus is so much protected, nobody read Quran as I do. I read it every day. "99 dragons, every dragon have 9 heads, or 7 heads, depending on the story, because Muhammad, he cannot repeat the same story twice correctly. So, based on what your prophet said, not what I said, because now he will say to me, Christian Prince, you are giving false interpretation. What? Even this one need interpretation? Even this one need interpretation? So stop coming and saying to people, Islam will save your life. Islam is a guidance. Islam, if you pray, if you convert, if you etc. It's a joke, it's a lie. As you see, your prophet, he told us what Islam is about. Islam is nothing. Islam, there's a God, he is drunk, and he have a bullet in his gun. And he keeps shoot. The lucky one is the one who doesn't get shot, he go to heaven. So let us say one space is empty and one space have a bullet. So he keep rooting his gun. Ah, I killed you, you go to hell. You are lucky, there's no bullet. Because as you see, it's a fate. So all the Islamic propaganda machine is the most stupid propaganda machine ever. Now the guy, the same guy, which I cannot find his comment, he said, do you know that there's 2 verses is missing in the Bible? I mean, look at the Muslim who is talking. A Muslim speaking about 2 verses are missing in the Bible. This, he said, in one translation, they are not there. My friend, let us say for the sake of argument, the whole book you mentioned is not there. Nothing will change. Not 2 verses. If we take that book, I think he was quoting from 1 John. I think I forgot where he quoted from. And he said there's a translation. It's a translation, first of all. Secondly, let us say for the sake of argument, there is such a thing. How you as a Muslim talk about such a thing? Because always this will backfire on you. And I will tell you why. When the Muslim, he come to us and he say the Bible is corrupted, what Christians they do usually? Ask any Christian, go to any Christian channel, YouTube, whatever. For years and years I keep repeating to Christians, don't do this. Don't defend the Bible. You do not need to defend the Bible. They just gave you actually a bullet to shoot Muhammad in his bum. When the Muslims, he say to us that the Christian Bible is corrupted, He is not talking about your book. He's talking about a book sent by Allah. For the Muslim believe that Allah, He sent a book, it's called Injil. So what's your problem as a Christian? Why you Christian, you jump to a conclusion that He is talking about your book? Remember, those are not atheists or Hindus. Those people, they believe that their God is the one who sent a prophet. His name is Isa. And this Isa, Allah, He gave him a book. It's called Injil. That's wonderful. And this Injil, a Muslim, he says to you, it's corrupt. Okay, what's your problem? Do you believe in Isa first? No. Do you believe that the God of Islam gave us a book? No. So the Muslim is talking about his own God, his own book, not about mine. However, this is against him, not against me. Because if Allah, He sent down the Injil, as you see in all those verses in the Quran, who is the one should protect the book? This is not my book. This is the book of Allah, supposedly. So when a foolish Muhammadan, he says to you, the Injil is corrupted, he is speaking and making fun of his God, say yes. Absolutely. Your stupid God, he is so weak to the point he cannot even protect a page. In the same time, how the Quran keeps saying that Allah is, Allah Himself is confirming the book which was between their hands. You see here the translation says, confirming what came before it. It doesn't say that. They are liars. Deceivers. It says مُصَدِّقًا لِمَا بَيْنَ يَدَيْهِ, confirming what is between his hands. You can copy this and take it to Google Translation right now, and you will see how they lie in the translation. So the stupid book says that the Bible is confirmed to be a true book of God. If this is our Bible, supposedly, And this is 600 years after Jesus. This verse came down 600 years after Jesus, where the Bible is all over the world. So how a Muhammadan, he says something against his own book? And if I ask the Muhammadan, and every Muhammadan, he is now with us in the chat, can a Muslim show me where Muhammad, he says the Bible is corrupt? They cannot. Let me show you what they will show you. But first, let us change the translator here, just to show you how the corruption of this religion work. Why they put what came before him, they did not put what between his hand. Why they change the words? There's a huge difference between what came before him and what is between his hands. Why the word between his hands disappear? Look, what came before it. This is another translation. Let us choose a different one. Muhammad Asad. Look at this guy here. Look at this guy. Look at this scumbag. Which confirming whatever still remains. I mean, they speak about corruption of books. I mean, who is the corrupt? Who is the one who have no dignity? This is what the Quran is saying. Whatever remain. Who is a Muslim? He want to get me busted. Who is a Muslim who speak Arabic? He want to read for me the verse and translate to me where it says whatever left of it. Oh boy. What a religion. What a dignity. What, this is a religion. The second you follow it, you became a certified liar. We change the translator, you will see that those words disappear. Let us go to Big Tal. Let us see, Big Tal, he will say whatever left over. Confirming what is revealed before it. The word between his hands is gone. It's not there. The word hand is not there. Nobody want to put it there. Let us change. Let us see. Sahih International. Confirming what was before it. Was. You see, was. Not what is between his hand now. No, was. Let us see more. Shakir. Verifying that which is before it. Look here, look how the meaning changed. Verifying what was revealed before it, verifying it. In order to verify something, it have to be between your hands. And this is what the Arabic says. We change the translation. Again, maybe we can get lucky and find one of them he have little dignity. With the Hun Khan, what is that? Even your name is like a train. Confirming what? The truth which fulfills the predictions in the scriptures that preceded. What? This is have nothing to do with what the verse is saying. Oh boy. Alhamdulillah. This guy, his name is Alhamdulillah. Maybe this is a French. Hold on. German. We don't want German now. Let us go up. Maybe we can get lucky more. Muhababaraki. Okay. Confirming what came before it. Anyway, all of them, they are saying confirming what came before it. But what if we do right now in front of your eyes and we use Google Translation? Shall we? Let me open Google Translation page. It's a blind software. Will not take a side. It's not accurate, yes, but it will do the job. We will see if the word between his hands exists at least. Google Translation. All right, we open the page. We will copy in front of your eyes. Copy, paste. Let us open it. There we go. We will go to the verse. We will copy in front of you. Copy. And then we go to Google Translation. Send down to you the book of a truth, confirming what was between his hands. But what was between his hands? Muhammad is there. The translation is not accurate. مُصَدِّقًا لِمَا بَيْنَ يَدَيْهِ, which is between his hands, the correct translation. So you notice that the word between his hands, confirming what is between his hands, is gone. The word hands is gone, between is gone. Why they do that? Because that will cause a trouble. However, no problem. If we go to different verse in the Quran, forget about this one. What about this one? All these verses saying, confirming what is with them. Now, it's not what Muhammad, you see, the verse we gave you before is about a Bible supposedly between the hands of Muhammad. He confirmed it. And when come to them, to the Jews and the Christians, he is putting between bracket words. It's not there. The word Jews is not there. So when it come to them, to the Jews, a book, the Quran, between two brackets, or from Allah confirming what is with them. Do you see it? So when a foolish Abdul all over the internet keeps saying, the Bible of the Christian brother and sister, it's proven to be corrupted. You eat it. It's what we would do with your Quran. That's mean the Quran is corrupted. When your Quran confirm that the book which is between the hands of the Jews and the hand of the Christian, which mean both the Gospel and the Torah, is it true? And he confirming it. And this is 600 years. Don't you Muslim, you say the one who changed the Bible is Paul? Well, this is almost 600 years after Paul. And you're God confirming what Paul he said. So the Muslims, when they come to us and they speak, about the Bible corruption, this is even against their God, because if this is true, that means their God is weak, he cannot protect his book. He is the one who sent the Injil according to them. And then this God, he cannot protect his book. And then you need to ask yourself, why does God, he don't protect his book? What is the problem? There's a video, let me see if I can find it. They ask Nouman Khan, I have it open, I think.